Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Louisville. We're going to get started in just one moment. Tonight, a heavy topic, man. Many of y'all know about what's going on in the news with this Jason Pope, this white boy that got all these black women, infected with HIV. We're going to touch on that. And the genesis for that is the relationship between the serpent and Eve. Hence tonight's topic, the secret relationship between black women and white men. Stay tuned for that. We're going to get started in just one moment. If I could, go ahead and start the video if you could. Shot. Oh, there. Yeah.
And Florence County law enforcement is asking for the public's help with information on more potential victims in connection to a human trafficking case. They say 42-year-old Jason Pope allegedly recruited a minor through social media for prostitution. Arrest warrants say Pope confined the victim to a room within a home in Darlington. That arrest warrant goes on to say that he compelled the victim to engage in sex acts with the intent to extort and threaten the victim to perform further sexual acts for money. Police believe there are more victims out there. Anyone with information is asked to contact SLED. Pope is behind bars in the Florence County Jail, where bond has been denied on all charges.
And if you could, come to the No Cowards Louisville YouTube channel. That's what's up. All right. Shalom. We're the I.S.U.P.K. coming out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding Gen.YAHANNA. My name is Officer Hamakwaba, and I would like to welcome you to the I.S.U.P.K. Louisville class. If you was watching the stream from the beginning, you saw a video, a news report about one Jason Pope, a white boy. It's come out that this white man has had sex with over 600 black women or black females. It's reported or said that he is infected with HIV. Now, think about this. This one person has potentially done more terrorist acts than the recent mass shooters in these schools. It's just a slow kill. You have sex with all these black women or black females, and now they go back into the community and start having sex with black males. And those black males start having sex. So potentially, this one Edomite has destroyed a city in South Carolina, say around Florence, South Carolina. And you got to think that about the people traveling, people that weren't even from there. This Jason Pope, he went by the moniker DJ Kid, right? He was some type of wigger, some type of a white DJ that tried to hang around black people to spite black women. And tonight's topic, the secret relationship between black women and white men. You got to know this because this was foretold in the Bible. Now, some of y'all might say, well, yeah, it's come off as a woman bashing class. Nope. It's come up as a scriptural class, if I could. So, lock it. Let me get a drink. Now, if I could,
Facebook Live.
it's messing up.
Yeah, it's in your messenger. Somebody was calling you on messenger.
Okay. One moment. It's locked. One moment. Figures.
Still playing.
Okay. Stop up. Lock it. One moment. We're gonna be with y'all in one moment. So lock it. All right. Yeah. So tonight's topic: the secret relationship between black women and white men. You gotta know this. And if I could, let me get the book of Genesis, chapter 3, and verse 1. Your oppressor is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of, right? Think about this person. He used deception, money, tickets, drugs, fame, fortune, just like the devil, the serpent, did in the Bible, saying you can be as a god, like he told Eve, right? You can be an individual. Oh, forget them. I got some money. It's going to get heavy. Let me get that in the scriptures.
Book of Genesis 3 and 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
Okay, the serpent, this was not a literal animal. This was somebody that had the characteristics of a serpent. Think of the characteristics of a serpent. It's slick. It's very sly. It can creep up on you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know it's there. Well, what the hell? You know, it frightens you. You know what I'm saying? It's very sly and cunning. Go ahead.
Which the Lord God had made.
It said the beast of the field.
Come.
And you got to understand, the beast of the field here is talking about the other people on the planet. And to prove that point real quick, let me get the book of Ezekiel chapter 34 and verse 8. You know what I mean? Share the class. If you're watching, share the class, because this is a very vital topic in brotherhood. It's a brotherhood class tonight. And we got to understand that a lot of black women, them Christian black women, they destroy brotherhood. You understand me? Because they go against the laws in the Bible. The Bible said that interracial sex is a sin. So if they had listened to Commander GEN.YAHANNA and the priests and prophets in the I.S.U.P.K, a lot of those black females would be HIV free. You understand? We're going to go about into who the beast of the field is. A lot.
Ezekiel 34 and 8. As I live, saith the Lord God, surely because my flock became a prey.
Okay, now this is the Most High saying this. His flock became what? A prey?
Come.
But this is an analogy, right? Because it's just like, what's up, dog? You know what I'm saying? The man ain't a literal dog. It's just slang, right? The Bible is a book of slang. Go ahead.
And my flock became meat to every beast of the field.
Okay. His flock became meat to every beast of the field. Okay, so a flock, a lot of times Israel is referred to as sheep, because we like sheep, we are led astray, like all these black women that was led by this false shepherd, this Jason Pope. You understand me? They was led astray. So they are the Lord's flock. Go ahead.
Because there was no shepherd. Neither did my shepherds search for my flock.
Right. That's the Christian pastor. He didn't search for the Most High's flock, which are so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. Right. It's not talking about literal animals. Right. This is a analogy in the scriptures. The beast of the field are the heathen races of people. Who is a heathen? Any human being or mankind that's outside of a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian person on the earth today. They are considered heathens according to the scriptures. You understand? And the beast of the field. Why does the Most High equate them to beast? Look at how many of these people on earth live. They eat dogs. They kiss and tongue kiss dogs in the mouth. I seen a video on social media today with this so-called white man tongue kissing a dog. That's what a beast does. You understand? They eat pork. They have bestiality. What's that? Sex with animals. That's what a beast does. Go ahead. I'm going to 38. That's all.
But the shepherds fed themselves and fed not my flock.
And that's the Christian church. They fed themselves, right? They come in there and tell you God's going to, hold your hands up, give it to plead the blood and give it all to white Jesus. He's going to take care of you. And then your lights go out. The car get repoed. You understand? And we got to understand this because a lot of our women, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women, are in that Christian church. And they believe in that Christian pastor. And that Christian pastor is leading them to white Jesus. Hence tonight's topic, the secret relationship between Black women and white men, right? Why, when you look at the evening news tonight, look at the news anchors. Those are the people that sit there and report the stories. And at the news desk while the reporters are out in the field. The news anchors are usually going to be a white man and a Black woman. Bet you some money it's going to be that. And you know why they got it like that? For the mass media? To put an image, to portray an image in the psyche of people, right? Because they got these laws that we're equal opportunity employers. We got to hire a Black person. Okay. Matter of fact, my favorite page, because this is the playbook. If you could read that in the Willie Lynch letter, Salakia, because this is the game plan of the devil, the template of what we live in. They deal with the weaker vessel. They negotiate her. You understand? If I could, let me get that in there. You can read that off, Salakia.
The Willie Lynch letter and the making of a slave, page 21, the Negro marriage unit. We breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger females.
Now, this is what happened in slavery, right? Go ahead.
Then we take the nigger males away from them and keep them moving and working.
Right, moving and working. Now, anytime somebody want to keep you moving and working, they don't have your best interests at heart. You understand me? Because you can't be there to protect your property. You understand me? You can't be there to protect your wife, right? I'm talking about anybody that always want to keep you moving and working. Meanwhile, they ain't moving and working. They protecting their property, they wife. You see what I'm saying? That's the devil in the Bible, right? Go ahead.
Say the nigger female bears a nigger female and the other bears a nigger male. Both nigger females being without influence of the nigger male image, frozen with the independent psychology.
Right, frozen with an independent psychology. And that's the same thing that's going to happen to Eve in the garden. She's going to try to make some moves without Adam's counsel. And that's why these Black women wound up getting HIV by this one white man. He getting all the best, he getting all the best in the hood. And niggas, the slack, these brothers don't even know. Look at all them pictures. Like, yo, I'm not, in tender in life, 20, 19, he getting the best in the hood. Meanwhile, you got to be on Facebook putting a like, thinking that you can hope that you're going to hit the Facebook lottery. That you, oh, baby, I put a heart for you, you sexy. You going to hit, meanwhile, the goddamn devil's getting the best. He's smashing all the bras in the hood. And you sit there hoping that she see your like.
Right.
And you get the Facebook lottery and she pick you to give some attention to. Stop, look, Slack, I'm about to say it. Stop simping out there, man.
Right.
Stop simping, man. Because you don't understand, there's something, a covert thing going underneath the surface in society. There's a secret relationship between black women and white men. And we're going to bring it out in the scriptures. We're going to bring it out in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? If you think we lying about it, hell, think about college. Who do they give all the grants to? They give those grants and stuff to black women to get them out the hood to be in college with white boys. And then them white boys pretty much turn them out and taint them. And them white men don't care nothing about them. The same white oppressor that will kiss a dog in the mouth, he don't got no problem kissing a black woman in the mouth because he looks at her. He don't look at her with such high regard if he'll kiss a dog and then kiss her. You know, I'm just going to keep it real. You know, not to be disrespecting anybody, but I'm just saying, I'm letting you know what's really real, right? And then you wonder why, damn, gotta go to the doctor, man. Shit. You know, you ain't feeling so good. You mess around with this broad. Look, man, you need to properly vet these females, man. You understand? And in I.S.U.P.K. and the Commander GEN.YAHANNA, we letting you know what the deal is, man. Because that's what brotherhood's about, man. Putting your brother up on game. You know what I mean? Tonight's a brotherhood class. Y'all like, yo, man, it sounds like you bad, you black with me, man. Look here, man. I'm trying to warn you. The scriptures say, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, their transgressions. And that's what the hell we doing tonight. If those black women wouldn't have never went home with Jason Pope, they wouldn't have HIV. And it's a lot of young guys out there in South Carolina that's sleeping unaware with these young girls. And they got it down. And the media, you know, they talking about it. The black community should have a conversation about it. So this don't happen again. You understand? Let me get some more on that.
Will raise their offspring into reverse positions.
When you raise a male, you know, he's supposed to be strong. He's supposed to be, you know, looking out for the family. The female's supposed to be the weaker vessel, taking care of the homework in the home. Go ahead.
The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself, independent and negotiable.
Look, man, interracial sex is a sin. Now, I don't know where you get this. This is America. You can't tell me nothing. This is a hot girl summer. Now you're going to be in the hot, you know what I'm saying? Look, you was having all that hot girl summer sex with Jason Pope. Now you're going to be in the goddamn emergency ward. Was, you know, messed up in the game. Trying to get some of that medicine to keep you alive. You not Magic Johnson. You ain't got money like that. You know, they kept him alive because he got money to get a cure. They not going to give you the cure. You fell for the trick of the devil for some Lucci tickets. What? Yeah, you know, some young, what's it called? YNG Lucci, whatever. Whatever his name is. He was giving out tickets like that. And $40. $40 and some Wendy's burgers. You know what I'm saying? And he was taking young girls, right? And why is that? If you could, go ahead and drop that. You know what I'm saying? I think we got enough on that. And get the strong man, the bind the strong man, if you could. Type that in there in the scripture. Because see, the thing is how did they bind the strong man, right? They started the feminist movement to have a smear campaign on the image of black men. A black man ain't nothing but thugs. They dangerous. A black man is this. They criminals. Every movie you watch, a black man's a thug, a criminal. Hell, he can't even play professional football now. He's some kind of thug just because he got cornrows in his head. No, that was always black people's culture, Hispanic and Native Indian people's culture, man. But you are going to try to demonize black men here in Babylon, here in America, so that you could fulfill the bigger agenda. See, here's the thing. Commander GEN.YAHANNA know what the deal is. He pretty much gamed us up and let us know that our oppressor is the goddamn devil in the Bible.
Right.
Devil means deceiver. So this whole society is in deception. Outside of the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I'm talking about everybody. You might think you're a 5%er, or you might be in a Christian church, a fake Israelite group, a Muslim mosque, Scientology, Egyptology, Kemet, Buddhism, science, all that stuff, spirituality, Hinduism. You think that you know something about something. Well, I'm in the Illuminati. Man, what honor is it that you having sex with dogs and getting rammed in your anus by some old white man to get initiated for fame and fortune? That's what it comes in. You know what I'm saying? So tell me, like, the Illuminati, man. That's what it comes down to. You basically blowing some old white man's bride for fame and fortune. And he keeping the tape on you. And the minute you get out of line, he whipped the tape out and show you your shameful acts. You can go read all the books and books, you know what I'm saying? That's the devil. The same thing that's going on. Let me get that. So look.
Mark 3:27. No man can enter into a strong man's house.
Wait a minute. The strong man is a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian that lives by the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Go ahead.
And spoil his goods.
His goods is his property, his wife, his ribs, his daughters. Go ahead.
Except he will first bind the strong man.
How did they bind the strong man? By those smear campaigns, putting a black man in a bad light here in Babylon, here in America. You know what I'm saying? Putting them in jail, killing them. The police, white police kill them. That's the ways they bind the strong man. So now that black woman, she's in there with an independent psychology. And like we bring it out in the book of Genesis, the serpent can now work on her mind. Hell, even every pimp know that. You work on the mind, you're gonna get the body. You know what I mean? So
Right.
You ain't trying to give out let me get it. It's luck.
And he will spoil his house.
And that's what happened. How did he spoil that house? How'd all them young black females get HIV? Was it a father? Was it a black father in the house? You think that black father wouldn't have noticed that his daughter wasn't home at 11:30, 12? Hey, where the hell your ass at? I told you to go to that goddamn skating rink and bring you keep your monkey ass back. You keep your monkey ass here. I'm gonna come pick you up. Matter of fact, he probably wouldn't live for sight. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you hardly can even do that because it's crazy out here. It'll be a Jason Pope out there with suckers and licorice and $40 and Chris Brown tickets, and they'll go for it. And meanwhile, this is just my speculation, right? People like this, what they do with them young black girls, see, there's a secret relationship between black women and white men. I ain't always been in the truth. Back in the day, I'm just saying, they used to have those pornographic videos, you understand me? And you would see young black girls with old white men. And I would always, wonder, I ain't always been the truth, right? Wonder how the hell they do that? See, this is a secret relationship, right? It's not because he enjoys being with this Israelite woman. Because a black woman is an Israelite by blood, by birth, not an African woman. Because hell, you can think about this. Why didn't Jason Pope go all the way into Africa? He got the money. They ain't got nothing over there. He could have took that money and pretty much had sexual pleasure with as many African women as he wanted to.
Right.
Why do you think that he did that to the daughters of Zion? To spite black men. Because it's not about destroying a black woman. It's about destroying the black man. Just like in the book of Exodus. Matter of fact, this just came to my mind. Type in when they saved alive the females. When they saved alive the females. Because that's always been the plan, to destroy the black male here in America. The black male, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, I'm talking about all the tribes, are the seed line of Jacob. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the children of Israel. And the higher echelons of society know this, right? That's just like here in Louisville. We went to a gathering that was supposed to honor the indigenous people of America, right? Native Indians, Native Americans, so-called, right? And we've seen a very prominent city councilwoman here, and she recognized the I.S.U.P.K. She recognized us because it was a goddamn demon on the bitch. Just like that demon recognized Paul. Jesus I know, Paul I know. But who are you? I'm just paraphrasing. See, them demons jump on these women, that Jezebel spirit. And they know who the true priest and prophets of God is. And that's the priest and prophets under Commanding GEN.YAHANNA in the I.S.U.P.K. Commanding GEN.YAHANNA, them demons know Commanding GEN.YAHANNA just like they know Jesus. You understand me? And the thing is what we got to understand is that they did not want us to come into that environment. They want to bind the strong man. I know we all over the place, but it's like gumbo. We're going to mix it together and it's going to come out right. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that scripture if I could.
Numbers 31 and 15. And Moses said unto them, have ye saved all the women alive?
Mm-hmm.
Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against the Lord.
Okay. Let me see if that's the one I want. I'm looking for the one where it said when they kill all the male children. That's the one I really want.
I got to jump down to 17.
Okay, Most High Christ.
Numbers 31 and 17. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones.
Every what?
Every male among the little ones.
Because they know that the male carries the seed, carries the lineage of a human being. It's not just exclusive to Israel. This is for all races, right? If you're an Edomite, and if this Jason Pope, you got to think too, because there was a screenshot out there on social media where he was having a conversation with another with a black woman, and he sit there and said that he went up in them raw. You trying to tell me he didn't get none of them pregnant? No, he got some of them women pregnant with HIV and the children with HIV. That is a seed of a white man. That's an Edomite. You understand me? According to Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18, the pedigree, you go by the fathers, the house of the fathers, right? And that's what this is talking about. That's why they wanted to kill all the males, because they wanted to wipe out the race of Israel. You can go into the book of Psalms chapter 83 when it said to cut them off from being a nation. And that's what they tried to do here. Go ahead.
And kill every woman that have known man by lying with him.
Mm-hmm. They ain't like black women. That's why they want to kill her too. Give her HIV, let a slow kill. Go ahead.
But all the women children that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves.
Right. The women children. Right. And that's what this Jason Pope did. He preyed on the young, 13-year-old girls, 14, 15. You know what I mean? And you got to think about who was raising these children. We brought that out in the Willie Lynch letter. The independent woman that's going to raise the children in reverse order. If she's independent, then the children going to be independent. And they're going to be like, I ain't coming in. I'm this and that. I'm grown too. They watching mama. And if that mama would have put them in check, they would have been in that house. So that they would never got HIV. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole vicious, sadistic cycle that's going on. We bring this out in the I.S.U.P.K. It gets ugly, but we got to bring out tonight's topic, the secret relationship between black women and white men. Hell, I mean, look, man, a lot of y'all's, I hate to say it, your wife, she going to go into that corporate office and she going to be smiling at that white man more than she smile with you. You come home and you get all the pay. This bitch, they doing this at work and all that. Meanwhile, hello, Bob. Hey, Bob, how's Nancy doing? Is she gonna bring those cupcakes? It's sad because a lot of us don't know that, right? We don't know that. And here I'm gonna get the heat. I'm gonna get the heat for telling the truth in the scriptures and using historical facts to substantiate the scriptures, right? But you gotta know this because I don't want you to be the one to go out and sleep with one of these goddamn disgusting whores, man, and catch something. That's brotherhood, right? That's what the crux of tonight's class is about, brotherhood. Crazy. He getting the best. Meanwhile, a lot of y'all out there watching porn. You know, you masturbate. And this goddamn white boy is getting the best in the hood. He ain't have to pay for nothing. Well, he did pay for something, but I'm just saying, hell, he wouldn't have had to pay for nothing. That was chump change to him. If I could, look on your messages that I sent you something. I want you to bring out this story about this Jason Pope, because here's the thing. This was a secret thing, right? He took them back to his lair, his house, and pretty much busted these black females down. And here's the thing. There's all kind of pictures floating around on Facebook and Instagram showing them where he's grabbing them in despicable places. And I mean, aesthetically beautiful women, aesthetically, but they are ratchet because they're whores. Right. Look on one of my accounts. It might be the Hamakbah. Yahweh. It's one of my other accounts. You just gotta. I'll send you. It's a couple of news stories. But yeah, you.
You can send it one more time.
What's that?
You can send it one more time.
No, it's probably there. I mean, I don't think I can send it right now. But if you don't got it, but I think it might be on one of my ain't there? No sweat. Yeah, but here's the thing, that Jason Pope, man, let me tell you something, man. The devil will deceive black women and have sex with them. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna be looking for the story right now. But I want to bring out the whole story about what he did, because now they just found him with a couple of charges of sex trafficking. They trying to say he was a pimp, basically. You know what I'm saying? He could have been pimping out them black women. Meanwhile, you got to jump through fire hoops with gasoline draws, black man, just to get any attention. Look, man, forget them hoes, man. Forget them whores. You know what I mean? That's my advice to you. Get you a nice, righteous woman that follows your lead, and you teach them the law, statutes, and commandments in the Bible.
The article.
Yeah, let me get the article. I think it's on my. Matter of fact, it was on my timeline. That's the one I put out there. Yeah, let's read what you got.
Courtesy of ABC News, 15 News. Police reports showed Jason Pope's criminal history. A well-known Florence man charged with human trafficking early this year may have had possible victims further back than deputies are currently investigating, according to records handed over to ABC 15.
Damn.
Jason Roger Pope, 42, popularly known as DJ Kid, was charged with 3 counts of trafficking in persons, 3 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, second-degree criminal sexual conduct with a minor, promoting prostitution of a minor, and kidnapping back on August 29th.
Now, here's the thing. This is just what they are charged him with. They don't know all the stuff that he really did. Right? Tonight's class, the secret relationship, because they was going to his crib undercover, doing porns. Hell, he had all kind of pictures with them. You think he didn't have a camera there? And he only chose black women. Why? You think because he loved black women? He didn't decide to stay with none of them. That should tell you something right then and there. And if it's a black woman out there still having sex with white men, you should be a goddamn shame of yourself. You understand? I don't care if you're married. Yeah, I'm gonna report shut up. You ain't gonna report nothing. The Most High gonna punish you, because according to Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 3, you are committing sin. Interracial sex is a sin. Right? Go ahead.
Warrants say Pope recruited women and underage girls and had sex with them on various occasions between September 2017 and July 2019.
Okay. Now that's what they got, but they got other reports out there that he's been doing this since 2011.
Right.
Yeah.
Providing the victims with money and gifts in exchange.
Right. And that's what they do. This is like a little kid. You know, you give a little kid, hey, you want some candy? You want some candy? A lot of these silly ass women, they want little tickets to little concerts, these little rappers. Now you would think, you know, here's another thing where a lot of brothers got to understand too. She will lay down with this white boy to see you. But here's the thing. She don't have respect for you if she gotta lay down with him first to get to you. You know what I'm saying? She gotta lay down with some disgusting devil just to get to you. You understand? And you gotta have fame and fortune for her to desire you.
Right.
But he only gotta have $40 and some tickets. You see what I'm saying? That's brotherhood, man. It's a little game I'm trying to give y'all, show y'all something, man. Because y'all need to start looking at these women out here, these disgusting Christian slocky. these women out here, these whores out here in this community, man. Your life depends on it, right? Don't get Jason Pope out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. It's I.S.U.P.K. Louisville. We go hard down here. Go ahead.
They also say he held some victims against their wills in Darlington and Florence in order to have them perform sex acts.
I don't necessarily believe that, because if they went to the crib, they knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? They knew what it was. They went. I mean, this is the whitest white. You know, I can't. It's disgusting. These women that have this interracial sex is absolutely disgusting. You want to bring something out?
Right. They probably the victims probably said that because he gave them AIDS, so they felt like they wanted to, do something to get back at him for that.
Right.
That's all.
Most High Christ. It's real heavy what Officer Amawan Gabar brought out, because that's the only reason. Meanwhile, it's all gonna be turned on a black man. We gonna get the blame for them opening their legs to this white boy getting AIDS.
Right.
I thought black man wasn't shit. Black man didn't give you AIDS. You got AIDS from sleeping with a man that sleeps with dogs and animals.
Right.
And he intentionally did this. Matter of fact, I wish I could find that screenshot. It was so lewd, I can't even talk about what was on it. But he basically said that he intentionally had sex and unprotected sex with black women in hopes that they would go and have sex with black boys only. So, and that right there shows the intent that he knew he had HIV, and that he was going to give it to them, and that they was going to give it to black boys, what he called black boys, which is black males. You see the racist undertone in that? We still consider boys. You see what I mean? This is the devil we talking about, the goddamn devil. That's why your woman don't need to be running shit. She needs to be running to the goddamn kitchen and getting them biscuits and keeping her goddamn mouth shut, because she don't know jack. I'm telling you, look here. It's gonna be your funeral. It's gonna be your funeral. Because we're trying to game you up and let you know something, man. It's a brotherhood class tonight. You saying what that got to do with brotherhood? Sound like you messing with the beautiful black queens. If she a goddamn queen, why the hell she got HIV, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why can't she stop that? Why can't she heal herself from that?
Right.
I ain't trying to make mockery. It's a sad situation. In that Christian church, them black women, man, they tell you to love white Jesus. Therefore, you desire a white man, his physical image on the earth. That's why they want to tell you to love white Jesus, so you can desire a white man. You see what I'm saying? It's a game. It's a sadistic game. It's a secret relationship between black women and white men. That's why I be trying to tell y'all. We don't see this stuff, but in ISUPK, we see it. Hell, it's just like if they change. Why do you think they won't put a black Jesus on that wall in that Christian church? Because then you would have to revere a black man as the supreme figure of humanity, and then they would desire a black man. That's why they put the white boy on your grandmama's wall. I don't need no nigga. All I need is Jesus. They mean white Jesus, right? We dropping some real game here, man. We talking about the very psychosis of these black women. Look at your news tonight and tell me it ain't gonna be a white man and a black woman trying to tell you what's up in the community, because they want that. That's the same thing as with Eve and the serpent. The serpent was not a literal snake, Slocky. It was somebody with the characteristics of a snake, right? We got more on that, Slocky.
It's a lot more.
Let me get some more on this. Right.
The warrants say Pope knew some of the victims were under the age 18, although they did not say if any of the women held against their wills were underage.
Mm-hmm.
The additional accusations are included in incident and supplemental reports obtained by ABC 15 investigators through a Freedom of Information Act request.
Mm-hmm.
ABC 15 asks for all the incidents involving Pope about which police wrote reports, no matter how he was involved.
Right.
The Florence County Sheriff's Office provided 14 incidents ranging from December 2011 to April 2019.
Mm.
Pope was listed as the subject or suspect in 9 of the incidents and the complainant or victim in 4. He was involved in one of them as the third party.
Mm-hmm.
5 of the 9 reports where Pope was listed as a subject were sex related. Only one filed on Christmas Eve in 2011 involved an adult woman.
Well, here's the thing. If you look at all the pictures on social media, that's not exactly true, because what a lot of black women will try to say was those was little girls, they didn't know any better. It was plenty of women that knew better. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them women was grown ass women to get in the club, to get tickets. He was a DJ in a club. Ain't no 13, 14-year-old girls getting in no club. You understand me? So don't believe the hype. You understand? They willingly did that, because a lot of things we don't understand is that in slavery, a lot of them black women willingly went up there to the overseer, because they wasn't dealing with the slave master like that. You know, that was like a pipe dream. You know, they was dealing with the white overseer that was handling the slaves. They had sex with some, you know, dirty, disgusting, hairy, overseer, oppressor. That was a dream in their mind, to just touch his white flesh, his white rod. That sound bad. That sound bad to y'all. You know what? Look. I just said it, but they really out there doing it. Look, man, I know you probably like, yo, I ain't never heard no Bible class like that. But here's the thing, man. I'd rather for you to hear it like this and protect yourself than for you to be in the damn ward coughing and shit. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You coughing because of one of these bras. Watch yourself out here, man. It's real talk. It's in the scriptures. Matter of fact, I think that's enough on that. We know what this devil did. Drop that and let me get in the book, the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus 25 and verse 24. So the intent, we got to look at the intent of things. The intent of this Jason Pope, this goddamn devil, this Edomite, he was going to infect all these black women, or he did infect all these black women, over 600 of them with HIV, the human immunovirus or whatever they call it, and which becomes a full-blown AIDS, where your immune system gets weak. And then, you know, you can get something like the average cold, and your immune system, you can't fight it and you die. You get weak. You understand? They don't talk about, when I was young, they used to have big campaigns and commercials. Why do you think they don't have that no more? Because they want black people, Hispanic and Native Indians to get it. You understand? Let me get it.
Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin.
And I'm just keeping it real. We talked about Eve, right? She taking the counsel of the serpent instead of the counsel of Adam. You know, if you're in that Christian church, you know about the story of Adam and Eve, right? She took the counsel of the serpent. But when we're going to go back to that. But let me read this again. Slide. Read that again, Slide.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Man, it said through her. Hence all these 600 black women that got HIV. That's going to go back in the hood after this white man threw them back on black men. You know, he didn't want them. He just spited them to say he was with a black woman and give them HIV so they could take that back into the black community. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they be on out here, man. It's wicked and evil. Hell, we can go into the book of we can go into a lot of books in the Bible and talk about how If we follow, matter of fact, the laws of the Most High, he wouldn't put none of the diseases that he put on the Egyptians. The Egyptians were the people that had us in bondage. That's why these Edomites got HIV. We weren't supposed to have sex. If you're a black woman, if you're a black man, you're not supposed to have sex with anybody outside your race. You're not supposed to have sex with a white man or white woman. African, a real African man and woman, Chinese man and woman. Those are the beasts of the field. Go ahead.
Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
And that's why the hell they got HIV, man, because they kicked that strong man out the house and she got all this goddamn liberty. So she was going out there to the club, taking all these pictures, letting this damn Edomite grab on her backside, tongue kiss her, make her do every disgusting sexual lewd act you can think of, and send her back to the black man after he spited her. That's why a lot of the times in them pictures, when you see white men throwing up the middle finger with black women, that's saying, F the black man. I spited your woman. I don't want her. I did that because I spited you. And here's the messed up thing about it. A lot of, not all, but a lot of our women secretly hate black men. That's why they do that. That's a real hard concept to grasp because some of you love your woman. And I don't I'm gonna keep this to myself, man, because y'all some young cats out there. It'll hurt your damn heart if I say this. I want you to have some degree of faith so you can keep moving. So I'm gonna keep that to myself. That's the thing, like a father know. A father know a lot of stuff, and he don't want to tell his son certain things until it's time. Y'all ain't ready for it, right? If I tell a lot of y'all be sick to y'all goddamn stomach, it'll drop like an elevator or drop like a roller coaster or something. If I told you about the nature of your woman for real. If you inquired about it, that's why I say, that's why a lot of brothers, you try to go through that phone, you're going to find some mess. So lock you. I ain't saying all cases. I'm not saying all cases. There's some exceptions. But for all y'all out there that's in that life, you don't love by the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? The Most High make sure your woman's in check, man, if you living for him. But if you out there being wicked, you ain't got a chance, man. And you're going to be a victim of your circumstance. Right? If I could, we can drop that. And let me get Exodus chapter 15 and verse 26 to prove the point. We were supposed to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. And when we didn't do that, it brought upon curses, right? That's just real talk. And that's what happened with these Israelite, these daughters of Zion, because they are the daughters of Zion by blood, by seed line, right? But they didn't have a shepherd to guide them into the ways of the Most High, to protect them. A shepherd was to protect those sheep, just like we brought out in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34 and verse 8. Right? That shepherd was supposed to guide the flock in safe pastures. What is that? A safe way to live. The Christian church has failed the Black community. So it's time for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to contact the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under command of GEN.YAHANNA. Since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites according to the Bible, and that the people that enslaved us is the goddamn devil, right? Go to that website, ISUPK.com. Find out what we do. Man, we are helping the Black community, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, man. Telling them about who they are and teaching them the laws of God so that they can live and not die. Man, it's real heavy. And we're about to bring out a scripture to validate that, if I could. Slide.
Exodus 15 and 26.
Yeah, Exodus 15 and 26.
Exodus 15 and 26. And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God.
To who?
the Lord thy God.
Right. So this is the Most High talking. Go ahead.
And will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments.
Right. You're gonna follow his commandments, right? And one of his commandments was not to have interracial sex. A black woman sleeping with a white man. That's in the Bible. That's a sin. That's a sin. Go ahead.
And keep all his statutes. I will put none of these diseases upon thee.
Wait a minute. Put none of what?
These diseases upon thee.
HIV.
These diseases upon thee.
Syphilis.
None of these diseases upon thee.
Chlamydia.
None of these diseases upon thee.
Gonorrhea.
None of these diseases upon thee.
Crabs.
None of these diseases upon thee.
Go ahead.
Which I have brought upon the Egyptians.
Right, the Egyptians. The Egyptians are your people that keep you in bondage, right? That goddamn Jason Pope, right? He had you in bondage with some tickets. $40. Maybe he gave you $200. You did something strange for a piece of change. He took the news story that I really wanted to bring out was his neighbor talking. Some old white man. You got someone to bring out?
Right. See, the scripture you just brought out was so heavy because the Lord didn't want us to have sex with these other nations. You feel me? Not only because it was disrespecting our own kindred, it's like he know that these nations are the beasts of the field.
Right, right.
The white man has sex with the white man. Right. The Egyptians is all on a pyramid having Egyptians with the Egyptian man. He know that these people is not of his nature, man. Right, right. So that's why he didn't want us having sex with them, because he knew that they was not of God, right, man. They was an ungodly group of people having sex with animals and all type of wicked, objects and stuff like that.
Damn. I'm sorry, right. You know what I'm saying? It's real heavy with also I'm was bringing it out, because that's the thing about it. They wasn't given the spirit of the Most High. Right. They was actually created to be our servants. But now we are being their servants. In the hood, we going to the Arab store to get chicken. We going to the, East Indian to get hotel rooms. You know what I'm saying? We going to the all kind of stuff. Africans to get incense and all kind of stuff. Some messed up cocoa butter and shea butter, all that kind of stuff. We thinking, oh man, we gonna rub this on our skin. You put some of that black soap on your face, it burn and sting like hell. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we weren't meant to have that. You know what I'm saying? That's because they face so dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Right. But I'm just saying, look, the Most High put the diseases of Egypt upon these heathens, and how we were supposed to be protected is that we follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And where these black females messed up is that they broke this law, statute, and commandment. Let me get the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 3. This is where they messed up. We in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander GEN.YAHANNA, we are the true priests and prophets of the Most High on the earth today. I know you see us and you think, man, they look like Power Rangers. They look like some niggas in the hood. The Most High said he's going to use the foolishness of preaching, I'm paraphrasing, to wake up the lost. Right. And give them the truth, right? We're going to be in the hood. You might see us in the hood, in the grocery store. You see that shield. You see that shield of David. You see that black coat with that white shield. You better show respect, man. Real talk. It's going down, man. We trying to game you up and give you life according to these scriptures. And it ain't always easy. And some of y'all need to start supporting the priests and prophets, man, financially, right? I'm sitting here telling you not to go out and have sex with no goddamn Edomite. It might save your life tonight. But if you do it, you die. You die. You die. I told you, you die. I'm just going to tell you right there. Some of y'all, some of y'all got a fast kill. Some of y'all have a slow kill. You sitting there, you got this disease, this virus coursing through your veins, destroying your immune system. You get skinny and weak, sores and blotches and coughing, sweating. Because you couldn't afford the cure like Magic Johnson. You know what I mean? That's what it is, man. The diseases of Egypt. When you go against the Most High, you're going to suffer. Get that if I could.
Deuteronomy 7:3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Now, marriage in the Bible is sex, right? It ain't that you literally just, go get a piece of paper or a wedding ring. Marriage is sex in the Bible. A lot of black women, I didn't make no vow. It's sex, right? You have sex with that black man, you stay with him. We was not supposed to have sex with anybody outside of our race. If you're a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian person, you're not supposed to have sex with anybody else. Go ahead.
Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his son.
Right. A black woman shall not give unto his son a white man. Chinese, Arab, East Indian, and African, so on and so forth. Right? Thy daughter, the daughters of Zion, a black woman, you should not give unto his son. Because the Most High knew that that black woman would bring forth the seed of a heathen man, right? That's just like, okay, well, I gotta use little simple examples right here, right? This is the seed, right? Talking about the black woman's God. This is the seed. You understand me? And you put it in the womb. You know what I'm saying? It come out, it come out the same seed, it just grew. That's still the man's seed. And that was just the container that carried the seed to make it incubate. It still came from this piece of paper. So the seed is whatever it came from. If it came from a white man and it got dipped in chocolate milk, it just came out chocolate. It was dipped in white milk, it came out white. Dipped in strawberry milk, red, or whatever, it came out red, like Esau. I gotta use simple stuff to make you understand. I'm talking about the black woman, yeah. The black woman, not all. I don't want to get no hate mail. But the black woman that was with Jason Pope in that Christian church, they were simple as hell, man. They should have came into the I.S.U.P.K, the Commander General YAHANNA. They should have been willing to have one black man and share them. Meanwhile, they sharing with a white man.
Right.
White man got 600 wives. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How the hell you gonna get mad at sharing with a black man when this white man, you don't mind sharing with him, he got 600 wives. Not really wives, but relationships, because, we weren't supposed to, that was a sin to marry the heathens. We bringing that out right now. So that really can't technically be your wife, in my opinion. Well, let me shut up on that. But the scriptures say not to make marriages with them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So a black woman don't mind having sex. She already know. You trying to tell me that, ooh, girl, yeah, he'll get you money. The only thing you got to do is go up there. Yeah, girl, he'll do that. I mean, it wasn't all that. But shoot, he'll give you money. That's how they be talking. You trying to tell me she didn't tell her friend that told her friend that told her friend? Meanwhile, you don't want to share a black man you don't want a black man to have multiple wives. Meaning that black man would have did it right. He would say, you know what, you're not going out there having sex. And you know what I'm saying? I know all the women I'm dealing with. That way I know that ain't nothing gonna be passed. I'm with you, and y'all don't have no relationship with nobody else, and y'all gonna be good.
Right.
Wouldn't that be better to be with somebody on those lines than to be with this goddamn devil that's not gonna operate like that, that's having sex with whatever, and he's having sex with the dog. The family, he's out there, smashing down Fido.
Right.
Licking on Fido, and you having sex with him while he's having sex with Fido. You wonder why you got the diseases of Egypt. Right? Hence tonight's topic, the secret relationship between black women and white men. It's a match made in hell, man. Read that part again if you could, Baba Kashaw.
Deuteronomy 7:3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his son.
Right there. And that's the thing we talking about. This Jason Pope. Because the strong man, that strong black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man was kicked out the house, then she became independent. She let her daughter be independent. She went to college and had sex with the white boys, and she flirted with the white men in corporate society. Therefore, her daughter, she think it's okay. And then she allowed her daughter to go out on the weekends to the clubs,
Right.
without the permission of that black man. The black man, he in jail on child support. Now, she just allowed her daughter to destroy the whole family. Brought back HIV. She didn't let, her black boyfriend, Chris, know that she was sleeping with a white boy. Now she done slept with the white boy and she's having sex with the black man, Chris. And she had Chris's baby. Now the baby got HIV. You see that plan? Now, here's another thing that brought out too. A lot of people didn't know this. That Jason Pope, he was doing some work with Hillary Clinton. A lot of people don't know that. I wish I had the picture. But he was, when Hillary Clinton was campaigning to be the United States president, I guess back in back during that time, this Jason Pope, aka DJ Kid, now he had a whole different demeanor. He had a suit and a tie on. Now when he's with the black girls, he had a ball cap turned to the back, the do-rag on, and he had that wigger type of spirit. But he knew that's not really his character. His character is to be a deceiver. What he did with Hillary Clinton, he got a picture with her out there. Look it up. Jason Pope with Hillary Clinton. Now think about what she was about. She was about Planned Parenthood. And Planned Parenthood was about killing black people, black babies. I'm just saying. You piece it together. How the hell did this damn wigger go from sleeping with all these black females and he got a plug with Hillary Clinton? Makes you wonder, huh? I'm just saying. Things that make you go, That was an old song back in the day for you old heads. Things that make you go, Just saying. But we've got a few more scriptures to bring out. Man, it's real crazy. If I could, to further validate that, let me get the book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 12 in the Apocrypha. Your oppressor's the goddamn devil, man. Real talk.
The Apocrypha, book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son.
Right. Now, here's is the brotherhood for tonight. The Commander GEN.YAHANNA, the priest and prophets of the I.S.U.P.K, in tonight's brotherhood class is telling you to beware of all whoredom, my son. Right? What's the whoredom? A lot of these black women spreading their legs for this white boy, they're infecting them with HIV. Go ahead.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
Right. And here's the thing. That's what we're supposed to do. But hell, how can we do that if she's infected with HIV? You see, they try to corral us, to limit our options, to make us sin, to sleep with that white woman, to sleep with that Chinese woman. Hell, if you got a black woman that got HIV, you can't, in all honesty, sleep with her. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to limit our options, to make us sin, to keep us in captivity. It's a diabolical plan. See what I'm saying? But we in I.S.U.P.K under Commander GEN.YAHANNA, we are going to raise up this nation under Commander GEN.YAHANNA, under Yahweh, right? We're going to wake up people up. We doing it real heavy, man. You understand? Go ahead.
And take not a strange woman to wife.
Right. A strange woman. You know what I'm saying? That's a heathen woman. But a strange woman can also be a woman that don't follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. Just like a lot of these black females that went out here and slept with the goddamn oppressor and got the diseases of Egypt upon them. It's a plague. You know what I mean? Real talk. Because you weren't supposed to do that. You feel me? Real heavy, man. We could go into a lot more, but for the sake of time, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. But what you gotta know is that there has been a secret relationship between black women and white men since really the Garden of Eden. The spirit of the white man and the black woman. She wanted to be a god, wanted to be equal with a man, with Adam. She should have just been in pocket. Matter of fact, before we close it out, here's the remedy, because I'll need to give a remedy for that, for the women and for the men. It's a brotherhood class. Because a brother like, what we do, man? You just gonna leave us hanging? What we do? Look up well-instructed mind in the Apocrypha. I think just type it in, well-instructed mind. Because see, what we're doing tonight is we're instructing the brothers to instruct their ribs or to instruct their women, right? Don't allow your woman, I would tell you not to have Edomite friends, because they're going to have a different philosophy than the law, statutes, and commandments of God. Because the law, statutes, and commandments of God tell us not to make marriages with them. And they're going to be like, no, I think that love is love, and that if a black man loves a white woman, that's how a lot of y'all brothers be with them big old Edomites, man. It's a lie. And then a lot of, sisters, they think they with the, wimpiest Edomite you can think of. And they hope that they never expose that. I don't care how much weave and how hood they act. A lot of them women out there have been with white men. Look at them pictures. Go on social media and look at the pictures of Jason Pope with all them hood chicks, right? And you think you got a down ass chick. Meanwhile, she's laying with the white boys, right? That's what you got. Let me get that well-instructed mind.
Ecclesiasticus 26:14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Right. Don't get it twisted. All women ain't like that. Some women are silent and loving. It's a gift from the Most High. You understand me? When you do what the Most High wants you to do, follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, he will bless you with a silent and loving woman. It's a gift. And that's a rare exception. Go ahead.
And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Right. A mind well instructed. What is that saying? That's saying that, you instruct this woman's mind, right? And she pretty much in pocket. You know what I mean? She ain't got to understand the whole Bible. She just got to understand what you tell her to do. You feel me? In fact, I would rather for it to go that way. I want to break down on this. Look, I got to break down on some biscuits, right? 2 cups of flour, stick of butter, some baking soda,
right?
Some water. Let's get it cracking. Biscuits, that's your breakdown. You don't need to know about all, everything, because, you wasn't commissioned to teach the word of the Most High. That's reserved for the men, the priests, and prophets in I.S.U.P.K, and the commander GEN.YAHANNA, right? The true and only body of Christ on the earth, man. You understand? Not some dude in some purple nightgown or some, all that kind of stuff like that, man. That ain't no prophet. That's just a homosexual, right? He in a purple, sexy, nightgown. You feel me? That ain't no priest and prophet. I don't care. Hell, he over in Africa right now, trying to get some of that African booty, right? Trying to get some of that African booty. And that's what this Jason Pope should have did. Because we don't give a damn about no heathen sleep with another heathen. That's right. Them. He should have went over there. And Esau did that anyway. Esau is the so-called red and hairy people on the planet. He was having sex with all those Canaanite women and stuff like that. But he did that for a reason, to stop the seed of Abraham. But the seed of Abraham is not it's going to continue on. It's not going to stop, according to scripture. You understand? So even though this is a bad blow to the Israelite community, we're going to get past this. But I'm putting a lot of brothers on warning. Be vigilant and watch yourself, man. Watch yourself. Because that little piece of what they got between their legs, it might not be working, man. So just kind of vet them, you know what I mean? Vet them and make sure they tawab or strap up. I hate to say it like that. You shouldn't be like that, but hell, I mean, I wouldn't be brotherly if I wouldn't tell you to consider things. Oh, you just gonna get you a nice version, and look, it ain't. Nah, they might have been out there with Jason Pope, the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of, right? Man, real heavy. So we brought out some scriptures, man, real heavy. And that's the solution, man. A well-instructed mind. And how does a woman become well-instructed? Is by being instructed by a man that's instructed by the laws, statutes, and commandments, that's instructed by the priests and prophets in I.S.U.P.K. under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. And with that said, I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer Juan Gabar.
Shalom, Israel. Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Root for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3:8-10 means 10th in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations.
Oh, we're in the midst of one. We're actually in the midst of the Feast of Tabernacles. It's going to end on October 20th. So if you can, celebrate it with a good meal with your family, people you love, man. This is a time in the year which we tabernacle with the Most High in the wilderness, right? We made little makeshift tents where the opening at the top, where we could look up at the stars and remind us, man, we won, you know what I'm saying? We with the Most High. We the only nation of people on the planet that tabernacles with the Most High. So celebrate if you can. You know what I'm saying? Do something with your family. It's a lot.
Anyone wants to be a trooper in the school to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, scarf. Give a courtesy salute to all the brothers watching the stream. Madu Shabbat, Maiju, Yahweh Ba'Ashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yazmatah. Courtesy salute to all the sisters watching the stream. Madu Shabbat, Maiju, Yahweh Shamar Ayatah Ba'Ashem, Yahweh Shah. Class is missed.